Just in the next
You know, they used to
2-3 minutes or so.
Most girls they used to it. They gotta love my motherfucking yeah. You know?
I wanted to speak on the beautiful court's decision, Supreme Court's decision to abolish kid killing. Let's call it what it is. I don't want to call it.
Go right on ahead.
I don't want to call it women's reproductive rights. That's like calling cheating entanglement. I want to call it what it really is. It's a federal law that was instated to kill kids. Let's call it what it is.
Right.
So I just want to applaud those four gentlemen and one Supreme Court Justice woman, Amy Barron Cohen. That was the one woman that signed off on it. And yeah, and see, this is the thing, right? So they kick it back to the states to instill their own laws, right? So each state, so like let's say Jersey still upholds it, but Florida won't uphold it. If you live in Florida and you got a problem with it, just move to Jersey, or move to New York, or move to California. There's many states that's not going to get rid of it. As a matter of fact, I think California is like turning up the heat, and they're going to go ahead and institute where you can have some kind of gender identification, some crazy shit they're going to do over here. But yeah, if you
right, because a man doesn't have a choice.
The states still uphold their
choice.
Abortion laws, so it's nothing really changed except it's not a federal offense. Let's call it what it is. It's a federal offense. It's not the whole nation has to bow to it. It's just each state oppose their own laws. So all these people out here protesting and having riots and out here being all kind of unruly and shit, when they go back to their state, when they go back to New York, the law is still upheld. When they go back to New Jersey, the law is still upheld. So they doing this shit for nothing. I just watched a video of some chick on ESPN stopping the NFL draft to break down in tears, talking about this is in so many words that this is women's slavery or some shit like that. Like, you know what's real slavery, man? Getting ripped out of your mother's womb, man, and getting your fucking skull crushed by a ice cream scraper, and them scraping you out of your mom's fetus and dumping you in a bag. That's real slavery. I don't get it, and I don't. Hey, I know you fellas, y'all share the same sentiment.
My fault, Boss Gaines.
Yeah, go ahead.
Boss Gaines, you know where that fucking bag goes? You know, I heard that bag goes in stem cell research.
Right. Yeah, they
I was gonna mention that
utilize the stem cells.
Yeah,
absolutely. They do use.
And the majority of those skulls are black babies.
Yeah, that's true too, because black women have the most abortions. Absolutely.
Right.
63 million since the 70s.
Yeah. One every 92 seconds, 918 a day, 332,000 a year. So you do the math and you'll see. But yeah,
you gotta subtract though. You gotta subtract everything that the government's subtracting also. Like, you know, the ones that are understanding.
I mean, yes, to a certain degree, but what is a better option than killing kids? Let's call it what it is. Is killing kids is not a reproductive option, because adoption is always an option. You don't see these motherfuckers out here screaming in the streets for adoption. You don't never see them doing that. They don't fight for adoption. They only fighting to kill kids. That's it.
But yo, Boss Gaines, let's bring up another fact too. You know, they like to kind of bring up about, you know, women getting raped and, you know, being product of incest and stuff like that. But
Great
what they don't
point.
tell you, what they don't tell you is that the numbers that happens there, a guy rapes his own daughter, or a woman got raped and she got pregnant, is
It's
quite
1%.
dismal. Yeah,
Right, it's
it's
1%.
dismal. Like,
Yeah.
like remotely low. So, I mean, in actuality, these women are just using this as birth control. They don't want to be
Pretty much.
accountable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I'll
want
tell
to
you
have an
this.
abortion at 7 in the morning, kill a kid, and then go 10 o'clock and for a brunch and go drink mimosas so she could live her best life.
Yep.
That's what it is.
And let me tell you
Right.
this, because Miss Chanel pointed out something that I did see myself, and it wasn't no conspiracy theory stuff like that. This was an actual.
No.
This was actual documentary that rich people do eat the placenta because they do believe that it keeps them
It
looking
has
younger.
aging. It has aging abilities, or it has aging deactivation agencies in the placenta. Yes,
Yes.
that's real.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
My God.
And they've used the placenta also. And I learned about this when I used to work in retail. They use it in a lot of makeup.
Mm.
In a lot of makeup, foundation.
Yeah, I heard that earlier.
Lipstick.
What, collagen or something?
Collagen too. Yep.
Oh shit.
Yep. In the mascara
That
and
could
all
definitely
that.
make sense with trying to repair crow's feet or something like that, or some type of trying to get rid of. Sometimes how they have those cows. So yeah, I definitely believe that. Yeah, I mean this is the first time I heard it, but I definitely believe that.
So Boss P, let me ask you this question.
Sorry, I'm so serious about it, but this is a serious topic.
No, you're right.
Personally, I'm very pro-life. I'm conservative. I don't make no muck
you're
about
right.
it. No.
No, and you're right, and that's why I want to ask you this.
Yeah.
That's why I want to ask you this. What do you think? Well, who do you think is going to be most impacted by this decision as far as race itself? Do you think it would be black women that's going to be most impacted, white women, Hispanic women?
I mean, if you look at the geographical location of the states that's going to still operate open and legal abortions, which is basically both coasts, so California, Washington, North Carolina, Virginia, New Jersey, New York, of course. I believe Maine, Rhode Island. Those particular states, right? Those particular states, especially on the East Coast, has huge African American inner city populations. Baltimore, Philadelphia, Charlotte. I said Philadelphia, Washington D.C., New York, so on and so forth. Those particular states will still keep those people tied to those states so they can still utilize that option, right? So it really doesn't impact us or black people. The states that's banning it, like right away, I think Kentucky automatically, as soon as they heard the verdict, automatically, like if you had an abortion at 8 that morning, they was like, fuck you, nope. So like Kentucky, I think Texas,
Kentucky.
30 days. Arizona got a iffy because Arizona's turning blue, right? So
right,
because their major cities are becoming overpopulated with California transplants, so that's turning the whole state blue. So Arizona.
I gotta throw something in there. Boss Games. I gotta throw something in here. Hold your thought. A lot of motherfuckers gonna move up to my state because it's one of the more lenient.
Yeah, those people who tend to lean pro-life or conservative, which is in conjunction to people who try to stay in the Bible Belt. They'll
Mm-hmm.
start to try to stay in those type of states so they could um, be under a state that doesn't enforce abortion, right? And some people will. Some people will. That will be a driving force for them to move to, like I said, Kentucky or something like that. But more than likely, a lot of these people are going to stay right in the state that um, doesn't change their abortion law at all. I think Maryland does it too. So they're not going to change at all. They're going to just stay right there. The whole thing is this is just pageantry with everybody protesting and rioting and bitches on ESPN crying and shit
Yeah.
about talking. It's about women's reproductive rights. No, it's about killing kids.
Now,
You
now
know, this is the same. This is the same covert wording that that Jada Pinkett Smith made when she said, "Oh, I'm not cheating. I had an entanglement." No, bitch, you fucked a nigga on your man. Let's let's call a spade
Spade.
here.
And you
And
know what? And you know what, Boss P? You're absolutely correct. And I
yeah,
think there's one other aspect that nobody talks about as far as the Roe v. Wade or Ho v. Wade, I should say. When I was put on child support back in 2004,
mhm,
and then again in 2014, 2015, both times Roe v. Wade was cited by the judge before he or she rendered the verdict.
Hmm.
oh,
Yes, folks.
interesting.
I don't know if they want to really tell y'all the truth. This is what I said, that this is one of the things that most, especially men, do not know. Women don't know too. They just use the whole "my body, my choice" as far as the whole Roe v. Wade. But Roe
Oh,
v. Wade or Ho v. Wade was the fact that Wade was trying to chill the fuck out of Roe, especially when we found out that Roe was pregnant, and it was all this other shit. But at the end of the day, when they cite Roe v. Wade and child support laws, basically they are saying it's a woman's choice and da 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 da, and the man still must pay.
Right.
And people can look it up. Title 4D, Roe v. Wade, they're all interconnected. One of the reasons
Right. Because a
why
man doesn't have a choice. A man doesn't even have a choice in the matter, but they have a choice.
they did not want Roe v. Wade overturned is because of the financial aspect of it all. They
Right.
get about a
you bring up an
good
interesting.
child support on a federal level, federal and states level. They get about close to 20% of the United States GDP.
Mm,
Let's think about that for a sec.
mhm.